Have you ever had one of those moments where reality feels like it just winked at you? You're humming an old song and suddenly it plays on the radio. You think of someone you haven't spoken to in years, and minutes later they text you. Most of the time, we laugh it off. What a coincidence, when we say, but let me ask you, what if it wasn't random? What if those moments were glitches? Subtle cracks in reality's facade, pointing to something bigger, something stranger. Today, we're diving deep into coincidences, synchronicity, and the possibility that these random events aren't accidents at all, but the universe, or maybe the simulation we live in, dropping hints. By the end of this video, you'll never look at coincidence the same way again. Section 1. The power of coincidence. So what exactly is a coincidence? On paper, it's just two events lining up without any clear cause connecting them. But the experience of coincidence feels different. It's charged. It makes you pause. Psychologists often say our brains are just overactive pattern machines, finding meaning where none exists. But Carl Jung flipped this idea on its head with the concept of synchronicity. He argued that coincidences can be meaningful, that they're points where our inner world collides with the outer world in a way that feels deeply personal. And if you've ever had one of those spine-tingling coincidences, you know it feels like more than chance. It feels like life itself is nudging you, saying, pay attention, this matters. Section 2, the probability illusion. Now skeptics will jump in here and say, relax, it's just math. And to be fair, probability can explain a lot. Take the birthday paradox. In a group of just 23 people, there's a 50% chance two share the same birthday. Sounds impossible, right? But it's just statistics. When billions of humans live billions of moments, some wild overlaps are bound to happen. Here's the problem. Statistics can explain frequency, but not meaning. If something happens that feels tailor-made for you, that eerie overlap that hits right at the core of your life, probability can't touch the weight of that experience. Numbers don't explain why it feels like the universe just spoke directly to you. Section 3, the simulation hypothesis. And this is where it gets wild. If coincidences feel like glitches, maybe they are. Philosopher Nick Bostrom proposed the simulation hypothesis, which basically says, if advanced civilizations can simulate conscious beings, then statistically we're more likely to be inside a simulation than outside it. So what happens when you look at coincidences through that lens? Suddenly they look a lot like coding artifacts, like when a video game spawns the wrong item, or when two events line up in a way that breaks immersion. Deja vu? Maybe that's just the system reloading. Prophetic dreams? Maybe a script leaked ahead of time. Those no way that just happened moments? Maybe you just brushed up against the edges of the code. Section 4, the psychological lens. Now let's ground ourselves. Human brains are designed to see patterns. It's a survival thing. If you thought the rustle in the bushes might be a predator, you lived. If you ignored it, you didn't. So we're wired to connect dots, even when there are none. But here's the catch. Even if coincidences are just brain tricks, the impact they have is real. A strange alignment can make someone rethink their choices. It can give comfort. It can push them to change direction. Whether it's just neurons firing or something bigger at work, the result is the same. Coincidences shape lives. Section 5, coincidence as cosmic communication. In spiritual traditions, coincidences aren't accidents. They're messages. Seeing repeating numbers like 1111, that's a sign. Running into the right person at the right moment, that's guidance. Whether you frame it as the universe, God, or some higher intelligence, Coincidences become signals, nudges pushing you along your path. And even outside of religion or spirituality, many people feel the same thing, that these moments aren't just random, they're invitations, opportunities to pause, to reflect, to wonder if there's more to reality than meets the eye. Section 6, recognizing the glitch. So how do you tell the difference between a random overlap and a glitch worth paying attention to? You can't prove it, but you can notice. Start paying attention to when coincidences happen. Do they cluster around big decisions? Do they show up in times of... One way to explore this is to keep a synchronicity journal. Write down the weird overlaps. Review them over time. The patterns might emerge, and you'll start to see that these glitches often come right when you need them most. Change. Do they repeat in ways that feel impossible to ignore? Coincidences, synchronicities, glitches. Call them what you like, but they shake us. They blur the line between chaos and order. They remind us that reality is stranger than we've been taught. Maybe it's just probability. Maybe it's psychology. Or maybe, just maybe, it's proof that we're living inside something designed, something coded, something that occasionally lets its hidden patterns leak through. So the next time it happens to you, the next time reality serves up one of those moments that makes you stop and say, no way. Don't dismiss it, pay attention. Because what you're experiencing might not be random at all. It might be the glitch that changes everything.